This is an amazing day to be a Bitcoin hodler. In today's video, I'm going to clue you in on the most pressing pieces of news. Make sure you watch the whole video because even at the end, I'm going to show you a news story which really gives us some insight on the future of Bitcoin and the future of this industry. I also want to talk about Ethereum, Litecoin, DeFi, and even some of the more weirder and wackier stuff going on in cryptocurrency today. This is a video that you do not want to miss. Let's start right here. Top story of the day. BlackRock CIO says that Bitcoin will take the place of gold to a large extent. Yes, it seems that Bitcoin's network effect has forced traditional financiers to change their tune on the digital currency. That's fine with me. We welcome anybody and everybody to be a Bitcoiner. And for full context, I'm going to play you this video, but for full context, just so you know, BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager with more than 7.4 trillion in assets under management. TLDR, the next Bitcoin bull run will be unlike anything we've seen before. And his exact quote is, "I think that Bitcoin is a durable mechanism that, well, do I think it could replace gold to a large extent? Yes, I do, because it's so much more functional." So let's watch this clip. And what I liked about it, it seems that he was on CNBC not to talk about Bitcoin. He brought up Bitcoin by his own fruition, which prompted the CNBC host to go, "Hey, you brought up Bitcoin. Could you elaborate your thoughts on that?"
Before you go, you had alluded to the distinction between what's happened with the price of gold and Bitcoin. And you said that you think it's moving towards Bitcoin. Is that a long-term trend? Does that mean you're a Bitcoin bull? I asked because we had talked to Jamie Dimon earlier this week, who, despite JP Morgan supporting crypto in a very big way, and actually Bitcoin to some degree, on Bitcoin itself, he seemed to think it's still very possible if it ever really reaches escape velocity, and maybe it's getting closer as it passes $18,000 per Bitcoin, that the government actually would try to regulate it.
So, Andrew, I think, listen, I think cryptocurrency is here to stay. And I think it is a durable, and you've seen the central banks that have talked about digital currencies. I think digital currency and the receptivity, particularly millennials' receptivity of technology and cryptocurrency is real. Digital payment systems is real. So I think Bitcoin is here to stay. I think, am I a Bitcoin bull? I mean, I don't do a lot of it or virtually any of it in my portfolios, my corporate portfolios, my business portfolios. But do I think it is probably, it's hard to say, is it worth the price it's trading at today? But do I think it's a durable mechanism that do I think will take the place of gold to a large extent? Yeah, I do, because it's so much more functional than passing a bar of gold around. And by the way, the tracking.
The perception shift that is happening with Bitcoin right now is very real. At a certain point in the future, maybe it's a year from now, maybe it's 2 years from now, maybe it's 3 years from now, at a certain point in the future, it will be fiscally irresponsible if financial institutions like this don't hold any Bitcoin. And you can see they can't ignore it any longer. Their perception has to shift, and it is happening. And why not? Institutions aren't prepared for scarcity like this, and they can tell that they need to become prepared. And with metrics like this increasing, it's nearly a matter of time. Nearly 25,000 Bitcoin addresses were created in just 1 hour. This is a level that we have not seen since January of 2018. New Bitcoin addresses is a great metric to determine interest in the network. And as this article concludes, actually, as many commenters have pointed out, Google search trends have not yet picked up for the search term Bitcoin. So this suggests that another big wave of new interest is coming, but it is not at full force yet, although metrics are building. Even China on their government-ran TV is talking about Bitcoin. Boom, 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 boom. Bitcoin's price surpasses 17.5K, up 70% in the last 50 days. Compared with 2017 bull market, Bitcoin's network development and investment ecosystem are now far better. The recent rise is driven by institutional funds. This is what is showing up on Chinese television, and I want to make you aware. And I guess to finish off Bitcoin before we move to ETH, and we will end with Bitcoin, the Fed's balance sheet has been touching new highs in the past week or so after a 5-month consolidation from June. The Fed's balance sheet is up. The money printing continues. With that being said, let's transition to Ethereum because a lot of big stuff is happening with Ethereum as well. To start off, Dubai investors have chosen ETH. Actually, one specific Dubai investor has chosen ETH over Bitcoin during the current crypto frenzy. Dubai-based entrepreneur Karam Shroff has announced a $10 million investment in the upcoming launch of a new version of Ethereum. He says he bought 20,000 Ether in his plans to launch ETH 2.0 and stake. The investment is in partnership with Canadian company CanETH, an institutional ETH proprietary betting service that makes it easy for users to participate in ETH 2.0. In summation, according to this article, the current trend in the crypto space is DeFi. Almost all of these projects are based on Ethereum. There's a lot of money on DeFi, and it also gives ETH more recognition. This one particular gentleman is betting on Ethereum. I don't know if Ethereum has a long-term future, but it does seem to me, with DeFi, total value locked, being at all-time highs, with Ethereum, let's get to it, trading above $500 for the first time since July of 2018. I am short-term and mid-term bullish on Ethereum. I think Ethereum could have a great 2021, and for me, it's a cycle hold. Ethereum is over $500 today. This is the first time this has happened in over 2 years. Year-to-date gains of nearly 290%. This is what happens in a bull market. And to top it off, fundamental news, as it were, we are proud that Grayscale Ethereum Trust is the first publicly quoted ETH investment product in the US and only the second digital currency investment product to become an SEC reporting company after Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust. So now institutional investors can not only invest in Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust, they can invest in Grayscale's Ethereum Trust. This is a green flag for Ethereum. In other news, Logic has purchased $6 million worth of Bitcoin. This is what he posted on Instagram.
Bought $6 million in Bitcoin last month. Get YOLO. Seriously.
Moving forward, Litecoin is pumping. Litecoin is an oscillator. This is bullish for cryptocurrency. This is bullish for Bitcoin. People are down to trade and speculate on Litecoin, and Litecoin's price is pumping, although only at $82. It used to be a lot more, but we'll see what happens. Check this out. Michaela is a CGI influencer, and she would like you to buy her crypto art. Is Michaela a real person? Doesn't seem that way. CGI influencer Michaela is selling NFT-based art on Super Rare. Her creator hopes the project will inspire real artists to explore crypto art marketplaces. Super Rare's CEO calls the project a multiverse experiment. So some dude created Michaela, and you can buy Michaela's art, NFT-based art on Super Rare if you want. This is odd. This is interesting. I'm just showing you that NFTs, the industry is still trending. NFTs is still a big trend, is the point, and DeFi is still a big trend. Final piece of news of the day. I think this really shows us the future of this space. One of the futures. U.S. firm launches company-sponsored Bitcoin retirement plan. Check this out. After running a year-long test, Digital Asset Investment Management, DAME, a US-based crypto investment advisor, has launched what it says are the first company-sponsored retirement plans supporting Bitcoin. DAME will serve as an advisor and fiduciary while helping companies create a 401k plan that allows a maximum allocation of up to 10% in Bitcoin alongside varying degrees of exposure to traditional assets. Quote, from the moment we were approved by the state of California in June 2018, we've seen incredible inbound demand from individuals eager to invest Bitcoin in 401ks. Adding that conventional plans' inability to keep up with inflation is a bad deal for savers. Individuals can choose to take a bigger exposure to Bitcoin following a consultation with Dame and will be able to transfer pension Bitcoins in the event of a job switch. Companies can switch to the Bitcoin plans from their current provider if desired. Firms interested in offering the new product to employees next year needs to put the plan in place by mid-December 2020. We believe Bitcoin has demonstrated it has a place in the modern portfolio, and individuals should have an opportunity to get off zero and invest directly from their retirement account. And that is where I will leave it. This bull market matures greater and greater every day. Right now, Bitcoin's price is 18,619. Let me know what you are doing in the comments below.